Welcome to Aaron Plays. This will be episode 14 of my Fire in the Lake playthrough, with me playing as the US and the other three factions being played by the Tru'ng expansion bots. Last episode, the US took out Tainin, the hidden base, tunnel base, by the use of Operation Attleborough. At which point the VC responded by doing some more terror and taxing. So we are ready now for the NBA and the Arvin to have an activation. First, I want to determine what the NBA are going to do with this Top Gun card, because they're the first eligible upon it. It's card number 4. Card number 4 for the NBA is critical. Okay. Using the events here. First of all, we've got to check this one. Any eligible NP faction can play its pivotal and current event is not critical. It is critical, so they won't look at this. So we want to do. Current event is critical and effective. So let's have a look what this does for them. Top Gun. Looking at the shaded area, because it normally benefits the insurrection forces. Airstrike degrades trail after applying 2 hits, only on a roll of a 4 to 6. Okay, so it's cutting down the effect on the NBA, the Ho Chi Minh Trail. Okay, so is that class as effective? Any pieces to, well, it says any capability or flips capability. So it's a capability. True, it's a US capability, which they're going to use mediocre tactics as the reverse side of it. So current event is critical and effective. It is. They therefore play the event. Wait. Move that to there. And it's Top Gun. Okay. Move that to the. So there's a third protection for that trail. Because they've got the SA2s, raise improved trail by 2. MiGs, airstrike versus trail at -1. Droop, and Top Gun. So they're definitely protecting that trail. So over to the Arvin. So bring this up. So they're second eligible. So active faction will be first eligible on upcoming critical event. Okay, so they're definitely upcoming. And it's card number 87. 87. It's critical but shaded. Okay, they want them to execute the shaded text. That's what that means. Okay, well, it is definitely critical for them. Back on that other chart. So active faction will be first eligible on upcoming critical event and cannot execute any current critical event. Which is true. Pass. They pass. Have a quick card. So that moves down to there, which earns them 3 resources. Okay. So that's end faction, end card play, or card. Okay. So on this one then, so now looking at this again, any eligible NP faction at the present moment, they're not eligible. the NBA. I better just have a quick check, make sure nothing else is eligible. Okay, so to be able to play Vietnamization and less than 20 US troops on the map. Well, there are more than that, I'm sure. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There's 10 here. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 22. Yeah. So they're not eligible to play those, the VC. And more than 20 guerrillas in the south. Well, they've got 19 in here. They've got a total of 30, so they've only got 11 guerrillas in the south. What it means by the south is in the south refers to anywhere from the border here all the way down to the tip of there. So that is South Vietnam. So no, that's not applicable. And these guys aren't eligible. Okay. The US has got to have support available at 40. It's only at 38, so that's not eligible either. Okay, so looking back on the chart on here, any eligible, so that doesn't apply. So back here, current event is critical and effective. Okay, so we've looked at the event and we've seen it is critical and it says use the shaded side. So let's actually have a look at that card. Okay, popular, excuse me, sorry. Popular General relieved. Replace any 2 Arvin with any 2 VC pieces within 2 spaces of Hoi. Patronage +4 or -4. That's a bit bizarre. Going back on here. Okay. Let's look at the card number again. 87. It is definitely got a C there. And it says execute shaded text. Okay. I wonder if there's any other specific event instructions. Look at this one. 87. No, there's nothing specific to it. Okay. Popular General relief. Replace any 2 Arvin with any 2 VC pieces within 2 pieces. I mean, I think what they want is the patronage. That's what they're offering here. Place 3 Arvin pieces within 3 spaces of Hoi. Shift receive spaces, each 1 level towards active support. So this is basically a stick you to the USA, isn't it? Because if we place stuff around here and got this towards active support, my victory points would go up and theirs wouldn't. Meanwhile, if they do the shaded text, place any 2 Arvin with any 2 VC pieces within 2 spaces of Hoi, patronage +4 or -4. When it comes to any actual text on there, it says place any 2 Arvin with any 2 VC. They do not have to do that particular part of it. But I'm going to check that anyway. I had to dig a little bit into the rules on this one. But it does say under what's called T5.5.5, placing friendly, remove enemy. When given a choice, non-player factions only place friendly pieces and only remove enemy pieces. So where it says replace any 2 Arvin with any 2 VC pieces, I can ignore that part. But that patronage +4, they definitely weren't going to want that. So they play the event and they're going for patronage. 1, 2, 3, 4. So yeah, they're getting closer to the victory, which is 51 for them. Okay, so next up on this card, well, this is the US and the VC. The VC are up next. Okay, so they're second eligible. So active faction will be first eligible on upcoming critical event. They are not. And cannot exit, so we can ignore that part. So first eligible chose op and SA, they didn't. They can't do the event. Will be first eligible on upcoming card, they won't be. First eligible chose op only, no, they didn't do that. Otherwise, do an op and SA. So they're going for the full toot. An op and a special activity. We're going to draw a card. Go through the deck at the present moment. Okay, the first one up for the VC is VCV. Bring the card up, VCV. So first option, underground VC guerrillas in any space, not at active opposition. Okay. Well, that's a passive opposition for a start. So that'd be yes. Anywhere else? Here. Okay, so there's quite a few. All right, so underground VC guerrillas in any space not at active opposition. Tick. Right, 3d6 available VC pieces. Well, there's 19. So no matter what we roll on that, maximum 18 is going to be equal to less than the available VC pieces. Tick. So they rally. Okay. Play spaces with 3+ VC guerrillas. All right, any spaces with 3+ VC guerrillas. It's here. It's already 2 bases. It's going to be a maximum of 2 bases per space, no matter what factions they are. And none in those two. So the answer is, to that question was, play spaces where 3+ VC guerrillas. Right, so looking at the standard rules for rally, okay, purpose, augment or recover friendly forces. Location, any provinces or cities without support. They don't have to worry about the cost. Place 1 VC guerrilla or replace 2 with a VC base. So they're going for rally in here. Return to available. It's available. And build the base. There's no dispatch on that. So they build the base. Okay. There's nowhere else where there's 3 VC guerrillas. So they can't build any more bases with that. Right. And then I get to look at this die roll. So 3, 4, 5, or 6, they continue. 2. Obviously, that's representing them being low on cash. Place bases with 3+ VC guerrillas. Place bases using place guerrillas. Well, they don't go any further because of that number there. Then select 1 special activity. All right, 2d6. Let's roll 2d6. They roll a 4, and 6 is 10. Is that greater than the agitate total? The agitate total is currently at 5, so the answer is no. So they don't tax. VC base, where 2+ underground guerrillas. Oh no, sorry, that's saying if they tax. So they're not taxing. They're going to be subvert, remove 2 Arvin or replace 1 Arvin. So we've got to find where they're going to do their subversion. Okay, so when it comes to the subvert, I've got to look at the remove and replace column on the spaces selection. But is there any spaces where there are Arvin and VC in the same space. If we look at what it says under subvert, 1 or 2 spaces each with an underground VC guerrilla and any Arvin troops or police. It doesn't look like there are any spaces where that is at all possible. So there's no subversion going on either then. Location 1 or 2 spaces each with an underground VC guerrilla and any Arvin troops or police. No. That wasn't very much they did on that card, was there? But there was definitely it. Rally. They got unlucky on the die roll, I must admit. Because 3, 4, 5, or 6, and then everybody placed guerrillas. So they're obviously running short of cash. And they're not really ideally set up to do a subvert. But it didn't give them an option to tax because the agitate total. Roll 2d6, it was a 10, it was greater than the agitate total. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. Am I misreading the card? This is probably where you, if you've been watching the video, screaming at me. 2d6 was greater than the agitate total. Right. Rewind, all that wasted time, me faffing around. I'm going to leave it in there just to show how easy it is. All right, so they rolled a 10, which is greater than 5. So they tax in 1d3 spaces. So ignore all that rubbish about subversion. So that was me being a 5th columnist. So 1d3 spaces, 5. So they're taxing in 3 spaces. Okay. Where there's a base, VC base, we have 2 plus underground guerrillas. They need to keep 2 guerrillas underground, so they can't tax here. Can't tax here either because they've got to keep 2 underground guerrillas. Wait a minute. Can't tax here or here either. So in actual fact, they've only got 1 place they can tax, which is there. All right. So activate. And normally that would earn them money. Resources, that will drop just for support. So when it comes to taxation, okay, each space, activate the VC Gorilla, which we've just done. Okay, shift 1 level towards support, which we've just done. And normally add VC resources equal to econ or twice population. So that would earn them normally 4 resources, but in our game, shift agitate total +1 for each pop econ taxed. So that now goes to 7. And that's that. Okay. End faction play. End card play. Draw card. So who we got available on this? Okay. Right. Well, I'm going to pause there. Not much happened in those turns, but you're going to get event on times like that. We've seen the NVA improve the security for their Ho Chi Minh Trail. We've seen the Arvin stick it to me. And you've seen the VC do a rather poor move, but they're lacking. I think I'll give them a good kicking. And they're suffering for it. So, all right. Well, if you enjoyed what you've been watching, please click the like and subscribe if you've not done so already. Any comments, much appreciated. Till next time, bye.